proven that the use of negative ions can promote and even increase the positive emotions felt in that environment. So would the paranormal investigator be able to promote such feelings in the doctor's house?
This is a very large industrial scale ioniser which will generate a large amount of negative ions to really charge up the atmosphere to see what effect it might have. And we can feel a really quite a powerful breeze now coming off the front of the machine.
So would this surge of ionised energy lift the mood and, as many believe, therefore attract increased spiritual activity? Only time would tell. And having digested the history and the ghostly tales, it was time for our investigation to begin. But what would our medium David Wells and guest psychic Ian Lawman uncover at Gladstone Pottery Museum?
Almost as if we walked onto the road.
Yeah.
My heart is racing in here.
These two boys are causing the activity in this house.
Yeah, causing havoc.
Push one of these pots off the shelf.
And he's not happy because he's...
What the f...
Gladstone Pottery Museum was an unusual place to spend the night. We needed to know who or what was causing so much activity, and David Wells seemed to have some answers.
So what do you pick up in here?
My heart is racing in here. My heart is physically beating. It's, I don't know if you can feel it. If you push hard there, it's beating really hard.
Yeah,
so it's racing. My heart is racing here. Now that, for me, is a sign of heart attacks.
Oh, right.
So I don't know whether people will have died here, I'm sure of that, but maybe there's a higher recorded instance of people having heart attacks because of the kilns, I suppose, of the heat.
And is it active at all in any way? Can you pick up on any presence of spirit being here?
It feels, again, residual. Mm-hmm. It feels stronger, though, and that's because of death. So when it feels stronger for me, and I can feel, I want to go this way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, it's stronger here because I feel people being pulled out here.
You're talking about a lot of people?
Yeah, definitely. I can hear in here these pots clicking together. I can hear them clunking together. Mm-hmm. And an old boy working here. Actually, so I think, you never know in museums what's real and what isn't real, even ones that have, been places of work. But I think this is real. I think this is actually where it happened.
And is this old man, does he visit? Is he part of a memory, or is he haunting here?
He's a visit. I think he's in between. Definitely, yeah. He's an in-between one, this one, because he seems a bit too strong to be just residual.
And do you think you'll be able to contact him, or is he too far?
I think we could try with this one.
Okay. Right.
I think what's also interesting, from my point of view as an investigator, is the electromagnetic fields in here are varying much more than they have been.
They are, look at that.
Mm. Now, that's one of the things that we look for, because it's one of the things that in lab research has been associated with people having paranormal experiences, are the fluctuations in the electromagnetic energy rather than the amount of electromagnetic energy.
So that's good, the fact that...
So that's interesting, because that's not been happening in other parts of the building.
So with illness and EMF fluctuations already apparent, we move outside and head over to a building labelled the Doctor's House. And it's in here that museum staff regularly report both poltergeist activity as well as mechanical misdemeanours.
This room doesn't feel right to me at all, to be honest. I know it says doctor on the front door, but I don't think there was ever a doctor here. It's to me this feels much more like a house, like a family house. I'm sure they had a doctor on site, certainly by the pain I felt in that kiln. I'm sure there was many accidents and many problems.
Mm-hmm. Now, is, in your opinion, this particular space haunted?
I think upstairs, if anywhere.
Oh, we can see if we can have a little look upstairs.
Can I just have a wander here?
Yeah, yeah.
See, I do have, it's definitely kids peering over and running around.
And are they here all the time?
No.
No, just visiting again.
Visits, yeah.
But they will cause activity?
Yeah, definitely cause activity.
Okay, so if we do hear anything up here, then it's down to
Kids.
2 children, 3 children?
I think a couple, no more than that. But you would definitely you'd have to do the vigils downstairs to get things upstairs.
I heard that.
Did you hear
The
it?
clicking
Yeah,
noise.
that sewing machine event.
It did?
There was a clicking noise from behind me. But
I
there's some
heard,
people behind me
I
as well.
heard 2, 3 clicks.
Clicks?
What about there? Floorboard seems solid enough. That's really solid.
Yeah, isn't it weird?
Cast down, it's not moving
Well,
at all.
isn't it? It was from here.
It did sound like, it sounded like the needle going up and down.
There it
didn't
is.
Is that what it was?
That's what it sounded like to me.
I'm not sure.
Well, that's
I'm
a
not
lot
sure
to
whether-
there.
Try
Do
later.
you want to ask out now?
Yeah, if you want to.
Go on then.
If there are any astrals here, any children present, please just make a sound, play with us. No, there's about 4. Could you please tap again to tell us how many of you there is? If you can count, just tap how many children there are.
2, 3.
Where is that coming from?
Behind you. Directly behind you. I would say.
It's coming from in the walls. It's definitely something, isn't it? The tapping means that there's definitely something here.
It's worth coming back.
Definitely come back and do a seance or something, because if we can get those wrappings and get them louder. Should we head on out of here? Definitely come back later.
The doctor's house certainly was a place to return to later, but the main building needed our attention, and in particular an area called the Colour Gallery, a former workspace where a ghostly old man has vanished from sight and where poltergeists are also said to be at work.
My third eye is really active here, so that tends to me, it's one of those ones that's right in your face.
Oh God, I don't like it when you do that.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's what I get, so I don't see why you shouldn't have it. But when they get right there, they do that to make me step back, and to make me to get me out. That you can guarantee they want you out. That's why.
Why
So
would
it's a
you be so
shover.
aggressive?
Because it's almost like this is his space, it's his domain, so he wants you out. And I don't know, I just want to walk through. I think whatever they did in here, he was the absolute expert. And if you cross those lines, he would have you out in a second.
So he was the boss?
He was more than that, he was an expert.
And so you're saying he's a pusher?
He's a pusher and a shover. I want to go through here though,
Yeah,
because
go.
this whole area is his
We
domain.
have got those fluctuations on the meter again.
There's something wrong here. There's something wrong with these pots of paint. They're in the wrong order and he's not happy. Do you know what I think it is? I think if you look at, I think it's the names. Look, if you've got brown there and brown there, you've got pink here and pink there. Well, that should be over here with the